This is Gary Schnitkey, and this is a 5-minute Farm Doc Daily, and we are going to be talking about our 2020 grain price forecast or grain forecast for income in Central Illinois. And overall, we've seen brightened economic outlook, and our budgets for 2020 are going to reflect that. 3 factors contribute to the increase in outlook. First, yields are projected to be higher in Illinois. USDA is projecting a very high yields for corn and soybeans across Illinois. Only 2018 has a higher yield than the 2020 projection. Also, 2020 corn and soybean prices are now higher than they were in the summer. For example, in our summer returns and cost estimates, we used $3.25. Now we're going to be using $3.55 for corn. Soybean prices have increased, and we used $8.25 in July. Now we're going to be using $9.30. Several factors contribute to those higher prices. The windstorm in Iowa, across Iowa, obviously lowered yields there and increased our price projections. August dry weather across much of the Midwest. And finally, just strong export demand, primarily from China, have kept our price or have increased our price projections. Also, and finally, CFAP 2 payments have been announced, and we can factor those payments more accurately into our budgets. Here are our budgets, and now I'm going to show you what 2020 looks like and make a comparisons to actual results from FBFM for 2018 and 2019. For 2020, we're going to be using now a 230 bushel yield, slightly lower than the 237 bushel yield in 2018, but still a very good yield. For corn, for soybeans, we'll be using 72 bushels per acre. Our prices that we're going to sell this at are $3.55 for corn, $9.30 for soybeans, and that gives us $817 of revenue for corn, $670 for soybeans. We are going to be putting CFAP payments in there of $48 for corn, $17 for soybeans. CFAP 2 payments will be based on planted acres, the 2020 APH yield, and a payment factor. We're using a 205 bushel APH yield for corn here and a 55 bushel soybean APH yield. That results in a $48 payment for corn, $17 for soybeans. We haven't changed cost much from last time, but overall our farmer return after paying cash rent for $275 per acre are $39 for corn, $73 for soybeans, and those have increased from negative numbers prior to this. Overall, if we're looking at 50-50 corn-soybean rotation, we're looking at $56 of farmer return. That's up from last year of $23 per return, but lower than our $105 return in 2018. Those income projections have increased. One item to note is that ad hoc federal disaster assistance, and in the last several years that has come through MFP or CFAP, have been really critical in maintaining our return levels. You can read more about this in our Farm Doc Daily article, and you will see a link to that in this YouTube description.